Hello, it is I, Akiba Johnson. Yes, that Akiba Johnson, the one that wrote the book The Protectors, Book 1, Child of the Prophecy, available for you on Amazon. Wah, wah, wah. All right. I could not resist. I am so sorry, y'all. All right. So, it is summertime. I'm drinking me some nice tea with a squeeze of lemon. And I actually made me a little glass of OJ because oranges were on sale at Target. So why not? Fresh orange juice, something about it. It was live and awesome. Okay. So I'm kicking back in my living room and it's my day off, but it's summertime. And so in the summertime, a lot of times I'm feeling like a beach bum and I just want to kick back, chill, and whatnot. And some of that chilling is done here in my very own living room or in the backyard, chilling with, by the pool and whatnot, or sitting by the fire pit and doing that. Okay? So, for me, I decided to do a video that's different than some of the other videos that I've been doing, but since it's summertime, I'm going to call this like part of my summer. Yeah, I don't have a name for it, but this is what I came up with. So, one of the things I want to do is I'm kind of a hardcore sci-fi movie fan. I love sci-fi movies, but I like all the genres connected to science fiction. Like, I like the fantasy films, and I also like B movies. I'm just as likely to enjoy action-packed thriller that they took millions and millions of dollars to produce than this cheap, little sci-fi B movie that have actors in it that you might not have ever even heard of. But I do actually enjoy both types of movies. I like movies. So I wanted to talk to you guys about vegging out during the summertime. And I wanted to give you guys what I like to chirp out to when I'm kicking back during the summertime and what I'm enjoying watching as a summer flick when I'm feeling all sci-fi, B-movie kind of deal. I put these movies in order. These are my top 10. Oh, yeah, look, I'm doing a top 10. What? Thug Life. All right, so I'm doing a top 10 of movies. Now, some of the movies that I really super duper like are so mainstream that I didn't put them in this category because I feel like they already get enough attention. I'm not doing a movie review this time on what's in the theaters because I feel like you probably are watching that right now anyway, or watched it already, or plan on watching it next week. And there's so many reviews on the newest stuff that I just really didn't want to make that my first movie review. I wanted to give some attention to the smaller movies or some of the movies that you guys might not normally see. All of the movies that I watched that made this list this time, this is a Netflix list. Netflix. So I went to my tablet and fired up my Netflix account. There it is. So all of this stuff is available to you on Netflix this summer, okay? There's a lot of other stuff on there, but this is just what I came up with, a top 10 B movie listing. I mean, literally, I could do it all day if we're doing B movies because I've seen so many of them. Number 10. Oh, wait, no, I have to say, coming in at, I needed giant numbers, huh? Like, coming in at number 10, and then there's like a 10 coming in, like, woo! But I don't have that, so you got to just imagine it. Coming in at number 10, blah, 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 blah. All right? Coming in at number 10, Sharknado. What? That movie, it's kind of been getting a lot of attention lately. And so I'm kind of feeling like I don't know if it quite makes this list because many of the other movies you might never heard of. But there you go anyway. Number 10, Sharknado. What I liked about it is that it was funny and it wasn't trying to be serious. And it wasn't trying to convince you that you really finna see a Sharknado. You might see a tornado and you might see a shark, but you're not going to see them together at the same time forming a Sharknado. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was fun. So I was like, yeah, why not? Let's Sharknado. I clicked it. I thought it was hilarious. They have t-shirts and everything like that you can buy with Sharknado memorabilia. It's funny. It's not meant to convince you of that. It's not going to make you be like, oh, my new prep thing is I'm prepared for Sharknadoes. If you are, you're crazy. All right, number 9, Big Ass Spider. What? I thought Big Ass Spider was pretty good, and it's probably one of the movies that you haven't heard about, but I give you just a briefing on what Big Ass Spider is about. Big Ass Spider is about this guy he's a bug killer duty. What are those guys called? He's an exterminator. He's an exterminator. And he gets like recruited by this government agency who's trying to get rid of this spider that's mutating and stuff like that. So he's like, I'll save the day. And in the process, it's like maybe I'll get me a girlfriend by the end of the flick. It's one of those movies. It's cute. I liked it. I watched it, and it was pretty good with a glass of wine. Tremors 5. Tremors 5. Now, Tremors 5 is available on Netflix, but Tremors 1, 2, 3, 4 is not. It's the fifth in a series of really awesome B movies that just like the creature keeps evolving. So they go into the next evolution of this critter. And so this next evolution take them to a new place because it seems like they always like move into the next place in these movies. So this one takes place in Africa. It's Burt Gummer, and he meets this new guy who's going to be his camera guy and help him build his, I'm a crazy gun guy life. All right. And it's pretty solid flick. I actually I love all the Tremors movies, starting with the one with Kevin Bacon. But they're all pretty good. You gotta like B movies to like it and appreciate it. Number 7, Monsters. Ooh. Not monsters under your bed. Nope. This is like an alien infestation that crash lands onto Earth, and we just like, okay, that's them over there. Let's leave them alone, and we kind of quarantine that area off. And these people get trapped in that area, and it's like they trying to make it out without being ate by the monster alien things. All right, it's pretty good. And you're like, oh, I hope they live happily ever after. Anyway, the next one, number 6, Navy SEALs, the Battle for New Orleans. New Orleans, Nolans, depending on where you're from. I say New Orleans. But I get Nolans a lot because, like, if you're from there, that's how you talk, and you just make one big word, Nolans. Anyway, number 6, Navy SEALs, Battle for New Orleans, and it's a zombie apocalypse movie with Navy SEALs. Interesting. Okay, it's pretty good, and of course they need a cure, and of course I'm not going to spoil it for you, but okay. Knights of Bad Assdom. Assdom. I like saying Assdom, and that's probably one of the reasons I put him smack dab in the middle of the body, in the middle of the Assdom. There we go. Knights of Bad Assdom is ultra cheesy, ultra cheap, ultra stupid B movie gold. The storyline is questionable. The acting is iffy. And the effects are like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But it's B movie gold because it's if you like B movies, it is hilarious. It is B movie gold. I love Knights of Badassdom. The reason why it didn't end up closer to the 10 or closer to the 1, but right smack dab in the middle is because of this. In order to appreciate the Knights of Badassdom, you have to appreciate the title. Yes, it sounds like a horrible porno flick, but you have to appreciate the title because it's called Knights of Badassdom. If you were expecting a Hollywood movie out of a title called The Knights of Badassdom, you need help. This is a true B movie thing. The reason it ain't closer to the 1 is because you really got to be in a certain mood for it because it's ultra stupid. But I still say it's a 4.5 out of 5 stars as far as B movies go. That's not bad. All right. Monsters. Here go another one. Monsters Dark Continent. Monsters Dark Continent is part 2 to the first Monsters movie, the aliens, blah, 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 except they go to Africa. All right? So you see a different type of alien because the ones in the rainforest, which is the first movie, okay, is different. They're a little bit different, but it's interesting watching it's good. It's a good flick. It has a true storyline though, so there's a lot of story going on in Dark Continent, Monsters Dark Continent. So I hope you enjoy it. Sharknado 2. Sharknado 2 is number 3. Now, the reason why Sharknado Part 1 was so high up on the list and was in the number 10 spot, and this one made it all the way to 3, is because I just thought all those celebrity cameos were hilarious. Watching all these celebrities die in retarded ways was hilarious to me. Not that I wanted them, wish their death in real life, but I just thought it was hilarious that this cheap, never released to theater B movie was making all these people be like, I want to be in the next Sharknado. It reminded me of Star Trek. Remember how in Star Trek it was like the guy that died within the first 5 minutes, and I used to always be like, dude, I want to be on Star Trek, and I want to be an ensign on Star Trek, and be like, yes, Captain, because soon as he make eye contact with the captain, that's the guy that's gonna die. Oh, they're gonna have him die this episode, and everybody gotta act emotional about it because I don't know why, but we do, because it's Ensign so and so that we just met died. But that's how I felt in Sharknado. I felt like they were all Ensign so and so. Every time you seen a celebrity on the screen, like, hi, I'm so and so, you were like, oh my God, you're Ensign so and so, you're gonna die. There was a couple that didn't, but most of them died. It was hilarious. Alrighty, this one. Okay. This is I feel like I need to make eye contact with you because I feel like this one deserves eye contact. So you will know I did not make this up. I can't make this up. I could. But coming in at number 2, seriously. Are you ready? Number 2 B movie, Cowboys versus Dinosaurs. I'm not lying. It's a thing. It's a thing. It happened. I thought it was groovy. I thought it was funny. There was some parts where yelling, and there was the black guy that was like, "I'm the loud black guy." It was hilarious. I thought it was funny. I watched the whole thing twice. The first time I was sober. The second time I had a glass of wine, and it was even funnier the second time with popcorn and wine. Doesn't seem like it goes together, but for some reason it does with me. Red wine and popcorn is a thing. It's a thing. Number 1, Curious Planet. Okay, now this one is kind of iffy on the B movie list because it is a B movie, and but all the aliens and everything that's really happening, they actually did a good job pulling this movie off. It has a solid storyline. The characters and the actors did an awesome job bringing the story to life. So you wonder, does it fall under B movie? Because it kind of falls under regular sci-fi because it's like, it could happen. It might happen. Maybe it's part of a government cover-up. Anyway, basically what I'm saying is that movie is one of those movies that it borderlines if it's regular science fiction or if it falls under B movie. For me, I put it in the B movie category just because it's so unknown and you're not going to be like, oh, I love that actor or anything else like that because you're going to be like, I don't know none of these people. I don't know none of these. I don't know. But the story was pretty solid. It fell under it could possibly be a science fiction thing. And it was pretty cool. The graphics, all the aliens and all that stuff were really sellable. Like, it was like, ooh, he looks scary. Not in a, you could tell he's wearing a rubber glove kind of way. It sold me, and I enjoyed it as just a movie, not even like in a funny movie kind of way, but just, I thought it was a good movie. I recommend those 10 B movies. Again, let me quickly read them off to you. Number 10, Sharknado. Number 9, Big Ass Spider. Number 8, Tremors 5. Number 7 is going to be Monsters. Number 6, Navy SEALs, The Battle of New Orleans. Number 5, Knights of Badassdom. There's just one Badassdom, but I feel it needs to be repeated. Monsters, Dark Continent, Sharknado 2, Cowboys versus Dinosaurs, and Fierce Planet. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed me telling you what I'm watching on Netflix, and I hope that gears you into watching something new that you might not even thought about watching before. Take care.